Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for the weekend of January 10th, 11th, and 12th, 2014. I am Astrologer David Palmer, the Leo King, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Download my January 2014 webinar, Destiny Sparks, to go deeper into January. And this weekend, my live show, Spiritual House Sessions, on spiritualhousemusic.com has a special 2-hour show, 5 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. I have a live guest, Jamie Schwabel. We're going to be hanging out, DJing, live chat, live feed. You are not going to want to miss it. Come hang out with us, 5 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. And this weekend has the conjunction of the Sun and Venus happening. If you want to look at it on earthly terms, we are passing Venus. And so in view, we're going to have Venus pass over the Sun. Now, if it was perfectly aligned, the last time we had this happen was in June of 2012 when we had a Venus eclipse. And that was actually a very powerful moment. It's been a long time since we've had an event happen like this, over a year and a half. So this is a very, very rare weekend. Always unique stories come out of weekends like this, especially in partnerships, communication in partnerships. This is also a weekend where Mercury is going to come into Aquarius. And this is going to happen Saturday into Sunday, and this is going to be a spark that comes. Mercury does really well in Aquarius. It loves to be there. It loves to spark up. It loves ideas. And this kind of pulls us out of, kind of a earthly story. Our minds really get sparked. It gets excited. And Mercury is going to do really well here. So this is going to be a weekend that I think is very exciting. I think as well because the moon is going to leave Taurus Friday and at late night Friday night come into Gemini, which is going to spark up a story even more in the excitement. And it's going to be trining over to Mercury. So we're going to come into this weekend really understanding how we feel. I think ready for some simulation. I think we'll be grounded coming in and wanting the excitement. We're ready to let loose, I think, this weekend. But it is Capricorn. There is a big retrograde here of Venus happening, and we need to get to the bottom of our stories. I believe that this week was us entering a new story with new characters, new circumstances, and trying to process all of that. And I think it all comes to a really deep understanding this weekend. For you to observe what's going on in the relationships in your life, to observe your own life and realize, are you valuing the right things? Are your plans all on the right road? And, how do you think this is all happening? Are you excited enough? Do you feel like you're understanding everything? This weekend is all pointing towards us becoming more clear on what's happening, becoming more clear on relationships, having to express ourselves, communicate more. A lot of the energy is going towards communication. A lot of the energy is going towards stimulation and really processing things in a more mental way. I think that we've been through a lot of emotional energy this week, and we spark up. And it's really good because whenever you see energy like this happen, especially with Saturn, which is going to sextile the Sun and Venus during this, it's supported in our truth. The universe is really wanting us to reach deep down and ask ourselves, is this what we really want? Is this what we really want in this story? Is this what we really want in that story? Is this what we want in this relationship? Is this what we want in that? We've got to look at some deep truth here. And this weekend, I think there's going to be an exposing, an uncovering that really allows you to see, wow, this is what it is. This is what it is in this partnership. This is what it is in my life. This is what it is in what I'm manifesting here. This is what I'm dealing with. And I think there's a lot of clues and facts that really come up because a moon in Gemini, especially as it trines over to Mars this weekend, there's a lot of oomph, and there is, especially as Mars has been squaring Jupiter, there's been a lot of energy that we might not quite know how and where to direct it, but I feel this weekend we get some ideas of where to direct a lot of energy. This has been kind of a week where you don't know what to do with all of it. You're almost sweating away or slaving away, and it's well, where's it all kind of leading to, and what's all this meaning? And it all comes up to this weekend where we go, oh my God, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm going to do here. This is what I got. I've got this in this relationship. This is happening here, and I've just got it all figured out. This weekend, we could actually feel like we kind of figure it all out. The difficulty is, I think Saturday, don't think you have it all figured out right away, because I think you have to go through this whole weekend to figure things out and wait for Mercury to come online. The moon will, square Neptune as it comes in late Friday night and into Saturday morning. So we might be coming in a little lost or a little deceived of thinking it's all going to come this way. This could be a weekend where you think, oh, it's going to be like this totally. And then it totally turns out a completely different way. And there's a whole lesson behind it. It's like, wow, I didn't think it was going to go to this place. But this is a great, entertaining, exciting weekend. Especially, I think this will be the best couple days we've started 2014 with. I really, based off the energy, that's what I see. And I think a Sun-Venus conjunction always does highlight events that are rare, that never really get to form together with people and circumstances. And who's ever around you this weekend, who's ever involved with you, there's a purpose to that. There's a meaning behind it. And I pay attention to find out what that meaning is. And look inside yourself and ask yourself. And I think there's a lot of questions. This weekend is about answering those questions, about what's going on in every direction in your life. And I think you'll get the answer you're looking for by the end of this weekend. Because we end this weekend with a spark of an epiphany, of looking outside the box and starting to stimulate our lives correctly, and to kind of pull out of, this serious story of like, well, where am I going? What is 2014 going to be? Slaving away in work. But we're all looking for an accomplishment. We're all looking for a right road that's based off our truth. And we've got to pick value systems now. We've got to pick relationships that are based off of truth and based off of destiny that's going to get us somewhere. And that's why this week I told everybody that our emotions are difficult, because yes, we have a lot of emotions. Yes, we have a lot of feelings, but we got to make sure that they don't get in the way of taking the right path. And you having to learn that you're going to have to make choices that require you to, of course, understand how you feel, but make sure that they don't get in the way of making the correct and right choice in your life, in partnerships, in every aspect of your life. And this weekend will be very rare and unique on whatever happens in all your relationships this weekend. So I'd really pay attention to it. What an exciting and excellent weekend. Thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for everything that you do. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, if you want to download my January 2014 webinar. And this weekend, hit me up, spiritualhousemusic.com or spiritualdancemusic.com. I also got that as a URL. And you can join me and Jamie. It's going to be an awesome show. We can't wait to see you. And I'll see you guys Sunday, 5 p.m. Pacific.